Hey, welcome back to Hogtown Homestead. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel so led. Today, we are finally going to fix, hopefully, the Simplicity shredder with a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton motor on it. Now, in our last videos with these, we tried to fix the carburetor, but that was a bridge too far for us. And so on today's episode, I got a new carburetor. Now, when I went to the parts store that deals in Simplicity equipment, I asked for a carburetor and they said it would be, I think, $120 for a carburetor. I thought that was too expensive, so I started looking at other 5-horse motors that we could just take this old motor off and put on the Simplicity shredder, and they were about $70. So I thought, you know, maybe I'll just get a new motor and throw it on there. And then I decided to do one more look and see if I could find a new carburetor anywhere. So I looked on Amazon, and sure enough, they got all kinds of 5-horse Briggs & Stratton carburetors for like 30 bucks. Now, it's a little bit different than mine, but it has the same footprint and the same setup. The only difference is like the choke has different settings on it rather than a slide. But I'll show you that difference once we get this old carburetor off. So here we go. First, you got to take off the air filter, as we learned in previous videos. Now, if you remember, and you may or may not, so I'll show you again. There are several bolts that have to come off of here. There's this bolt here, and then there's one right there, so that's 3. Then there's a bolt here, which is the gasper valve. So that holds the gasper valve, and it holds these, the carburetor to the fuel tank. And then you can get that off, and you have to get these bolts out as well. And these bolts, the only way to get those on, it's a complicated process to put those back on, but that's okay. I'll show you how to do all that. So for now, I'm going to get to work and take the carburetor bolts, the bolts that hold it to the fuel tank, off, and then dismantle everything else. All right, so now I'm gonna show you the differences between the old carburetor and the one I got. And the differences are actually pretty slim. The cool thing about this order from Amazon is that it comes with a new air filter. So remember I dumped oil in mine on accident? It comes with new gaskets. It comes with a fuel filter, external inline fuel filter. It comes with different clamps. Some hose fittings. But here, it also comes with a spark plug, which is awesome. I don't need a new spark plug, as you all know. But here is the thing I was talking about with regards to the throttle body. That piece. See how it clicks into different positions? I don't know how that's going to affect my throttle, but we'll find out. So, oh, it looks like I need, on this side, yep, I'm gonna need to harvest this part off of there and connect this to the carburetor. So this part here needs to come off. There we go. So if you're doing this work yourself, this comes off and this bolt goes through there, and then it has to have this little bearing on there, and then this is attached to a part of the throttle body that we need to fix. Well, this is attached right here, just like that. So when a wire on the throttle is pushed up, this opens up, okay? And we'll show you all about that once we get this thing done. Now looking at this thing, another part that needs to come off of the old carburetor is this piece here. That is the throttle cable guide. And so this little piece slides through there like that and pushes the throttle, pushes this. And I'll show you that in a second. So now I'm putting that onto the new carburetor. The hole that this bolt went into on the old carburetor is larger than the hole on the new one. So this bolt is just a little bit too big. So I'm gonna see if I have a working bolt. I found a bolt that'll work, but it's super long. This bolt is still too long. Actually, I don't even know if it would have worked anyways. Yeah, it would have worked. Okay, here's some homestead ingenuity. Not that I'm a genius, but just something I thought of. I had a bolt or a nut that fits the threads of this bolt. And since this bolt is too long, I was like, well, what do I do now? So what I'm going to do is, since the top part of this bolt is not threaded, this nut stops where the threads stop. And seems to be enough to hold this throttle body in place, this throttle guide in place. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. That's just oil burning in the fuel thing, so if it catches fire and burns down, this thing was free, so whatever. It was a carburetor problem. That is how, from start to finish, you repair a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton motor that's not running, if it has carburetor issues. Anyways, I fixed something. That's gonna do it for today's episode here on Hogtown Homestead. Once again, like, share, and subscribe if you feel so led. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave us a like. If you have any questions about how I fixed this, leave it in the comments down below and I'll try to answer that. I'll look through all the comments for all of our videos to see if you guys are asking any questions. If you are already a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.